turn. Passion infuse me, allows you to burn. Leave me, refuse, I need you to return. We can make love. Sitting in patience, staring at the clock. Calling and texting, and wondering where you are. I want you, I need you, so please don't be far. So we can make love. When I see you again, when my heart beat out, I know that we just met, and I can't forget. Said you'll be satisfied with eternity. I'm really wondering if I could see you again. When you leave the door, I want you more. Hey, more than a feeling, it's a true fact. If you leave me, you can always come back. If you find another, you can always come back. You know we love her, I'm alright with that. When I see you again, when my heart beat out, I know that we just met.
Peace, family. What's going on? The Hoodmystic, representing www.hoodmystic.com, with another energy reading for August 17th, 2018. Just want to say a shout out to the Patreon family, patreon.com/TheHoodMystic. If you want to join and support, if you want to make a one-time donation, because we do work for tips, that's paypal.me/TheHoodMystic. I stole that from somebody. Yeah, Cash App Hoodmystic38 if you're interested in tips anyway. Thank you for yesterday. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for paying attention to this knowledge. Because it's not my knowledge, it's our knowledge. And so we'll begin to deal with that. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to hit the notifications bell for daily energy readings. I just wanted to say peace to the family. Ashe to the gods and goddesses, all of the Orishas, all the ancestors, all those known and unknown, all those celestial spirits that supporting us, the light workers, the dark workers, everybody that's supporting this message, supporting this transformation as we begin to create our reality. This is something that we take very seriously in this household, and something that we just want to share with the world. The title of this video is The Subtleties of Creating Your Reality. This came to me yesterday as I began to reflect on what I wanted to talk about today, and just looking at the astrology and how it spoke to me. And it spoke to me very clearly that we have the ability to create our reality at will, but what are the blocks? And the blocks is that the nature of creating your reality is very, very subtle, very much like walking on thin ice. And so any type of heavy emotions or any type of excitability can crack that ice, and then you sunk. And so as we begin to walk across this subtle reality where the veil is very thin, and some of us are accessing the veil and utilizing it, and some of us are not. And how does that show up in your reality when you have relationships and then when you're also in the world? And this is how most of us kind of relate to people, through our relationships and through our career and where we're working at. Like 8 hours at work and 8 hours at home and 8 hours to sleep generally. So these are the things where creating your reality is very, very much important. See, if you're able to work in an environment where you're able to be true to self, then that's one thing. If you're able to create and speak the things into existence in your relationship, then that's a whole nother thing as well. And if you're not, major blocks. So let's just look at the astrology This is the third day that we'll be elaborating on Jupiter. Don't blame me, blame the moon. The moon will be conjunct Jupiter throughout the day. And so what that shows up as clarity. Do you have it or do you not? Are you clear or are you not? Because it's sextile in Neptune, where we talked about this yesterday. So if you want to know what this actually means, Jupiter trine Neptune. But let's just look at moon trine Neptune. The moon is in Scorpio. The moon is transformative. The moon is going into a new phase in life. Our subconscious mind is going through a new phase in life. We're realizing life from a different perspective. And we should be aided by our pineal gland, our visions, our dreams, our intuitive nature, our visions, our inner dialogue. Peace. But also the moon squares Mercury, which gives it the tension, as Mercury is retrograding, the tension for us to actually want to utilize our inner vibratory frequency. And so everything that I'm talking about is truly inner. It's an inner dialogue. Peace. Peace. It's an inner dialogue that we're creating as all of this energy sextiles Pluto. And so if we're able to work towards creating that inner wealth first, we deal with the manifestations. If we are creating the inner poverty, we are creating that manifestation. It is the subtleties of creating your reality right now. There are people who are going through tragedy in this moment, and my heart goes out to them. And I don't have enough money to donate to all the people that are going through tragedy. So I reflect, what can I do to help these people who are dealing with fires, floods, thunderstorms? What can I do to help them? I could begin to alert them that the weather outside is completely relative to the energy. Just a quick story. I like to track the thunderstorms. Peace. I like to track the thunderstorms on lightningmap.com or something of that effect. It's a bookmark. And yesterday we did a house clearing. So as we were doing the house clearing, thunderstorms appeared over top Columbus, Ohio. And we did a whole full house clearing. We had no children, just me and my wife. We did every room in the house rather. And once we got finished, the thunder disappeared. Like it just vanished. It didn't travel. It didn't move. Like usually it travels up or travels down. It just disappeared off the map. And then I kind of knew that, okay, we are really, really in tune with reality right now. And we can't affect this subtle understanding of how we're creating our reality. We have to continue to do the work together as a unit. We can't be distracted. We can't be disrupted. So the conversations are positive. The energy is flowing based upon understanding that we very much can create our lives together. But say for instance, we got beef between us. We got, petty, secretive shit between us. See, then that's not clarity. That's not clarity. That's not creating your reality. That's not law of attraction. And baby, no matter how many books you read, no matter how many YouTube videos you read, if you are living in secrecy, if you got shit in the closet and you ain't living your truth, you might as well just cut this video off. Because as the moon conjuncts Jupiter, this is a if you love somebody, you don't tell them you love them, you show them that you love them. You are love. You act out love. And so if you're interested in creating your reality, you cannot expect a damn thing. You have to put work in, you have to give, you have to sacrifice energy. You know? And the thing of what you said, with us or against us. The thing about energy, and I'm gonna always say this because sometimes we get confused. We think that energy is predicated on good and evil, that only good things can happen to us. But if you are sowing negative seeds, then you will get weeds. And just like if you plug up a machine to an outlet that is dangerous, that can harm you, the machine, the outlet isn't gonna say, no, we don't take that plug because it's negative. It's gonna send an electrical charge to whatever beckons it. So of course there is negative energy in the world. Of course there's people against you, but of course you could be for yourself just as well as they're against you with the same veracity and even more, because you have value. As a human being, you have so much value in your space, in your time, in this moment, in this energy. Me telling you that you have value means absolutely shit if you don't understand that you have value for yourself. And so this is where we're at. Can we be clear today? Can we be aligned with Jupiter? Can we be aligned with our transformation? Can we understand that the past is the motherfucking past? Can we? And so as this energy squares Mercury, I just want to show you what this is like. Can you imagine, right? Me and you are taking a walk and we're coming across a right turn, and we can only turn right. It's a 90-degree angle. We can only turn right. I turn right, but your ass keep going straight. Can you understand how that shows up in your life, where you were supposed to pivot? Your ass kept going straight, but you couldn't go straight because there was only one way for you to go. This is a 90-degree angle. This is a square. And so as we begin to reflect on who we are, Mercury is in the deacon of Jupiter in Leo. So all Mercury can do is reflect on our godhood, on our deeper reality. What it cannot do is reflect on this humanity bullshit. And so that's the 90-degree turn that we hit right now. And so if you are so concerned about some human shit right now, that's a problem, that's a block. You're not gonna understand the energy. It's gonna block the flow of energy. You need to pivot to the right and say, okay, I am God. Okay, I can create new memories. Okay, I can show love. Because we can fully elaborate on Venus now entering the second decan of Libra, which is her home, which is, so in your home, it's not like everything that you experience is good. Sometimes at home is where the trauma is at. Sometimes home is where the bullshit is at. And that's okay. But it's just more or less the process of being at home. There's good things, bad things, and indifferent things. But in particular, Venus in the second decan is ruled by Saturn. And Venus and Saturn don't get along. Because if you imagine a person that wants to love everything that she sees, and a person that says you need to have boundaries, those two energies don't read. So all the time, this shows up as heartbreak, this shows up as sorrow. But you have to understand, your heartbreak and your sorrow is a choice. It is a choice. It is a choice that many people make. There are options. There are other people. There are better things. There is synchronicity. There is destiny that you need to be aligned with. So as things break apart, things fall apart, that does not mean that your world stops. That means that you have to realign yourself with your destiny, with your purpose, with your plan. And if it comes to love, offer it, show it, give it. Don't expect it. Because when you in that zone, you're making a plate of sorrow and heartbreak, and you're asking for A1 sauce on the side. So we're dealing with the subtleties of creating your reality. Expecting shit will fuck up your whole subtle way of creating your reality. See, if I'm actively creating my reality through my work, through my art, through my page, through my website, through my content, through my conversations, repeatedly over time, day after day after day after day after day after day, it's not so much that a nigga can tell me at this point. I've done the work. I've put in the groundwork. I've created that foundation, and now my only goal is to build upon that foundation to bring more people into this growth. Now, I could focus on my sorrow and heartbreak and wait for something to happen. I've spent so much time in my life waiting for this magical person to show up in my life, and not up until recently did I finally realize that that fucking magical person was me. The whole time, the person that I was looking for, the person that I was seeking, the person that I was, hey, take my number down. Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, I really want to make this girl, and did it. It was me the whole time. So all the sorrow, all the heartbreak, now I can understand this transit completely, because now if Venus is going to create that boundary, then that boundary has to be completely focused in on herself or yourself or what you love. If you are loving on the outside, or if you expecting love from a certain thing, an institution, should they give you the raise? Fuck no, they shouldn't have gave you that raise. They should have fired you. They should have fired you. They should have fired you a long time ago, so you could begin to love yourself, build yourself, understand that you have value, and the value that you're giving to a company, to an institution, they could never repay you. You can never get your worth. So this is clarity. And this is understanding the square, the pivot, or the inciting or the catalyst to fully realizing that, okay, I need to understand myself from a clear point of view. And have I been loving myself? If I haven't been loving myself, then that's the problem. Let me start there and end there as Venus progressing to a second decan. And I hope this is resonating with you. I hope this is making sense, because I'm just speaking to the astrology and I'm adding my personal experience. So I don't want to offend. I don't want to make you feel any type of way. I just want you to understand the astrology based upon how I understand it. And so we've been discussing Jupiter in Scorpio as a point of clearing and healing trauma. So if we are discussing this conversation and I'm talking all of this good shit and all of this beautiful, metaphysical, conscious, great shit, but you're not clearing the trauma, you're not realizing that that old past shit is old and crusty and dusty and you need to get rid of it, then it don't fucking matter. You gotta be okay with shit. You gotta be okay with mom, dad, grandma, granddad. You gotta give them their life. You gotta let them know that they make mistakes. They have a right to make mistakes, and you got the right to make mistakes. And matter of fact, you actually do make mistakes. Is somebody up in your ass making you feel a certain type of way for the mistakes that you made, or your children, or they're too young? Wait till they get older and they start telling you about your ass. I know I got a long talk coming from my but this is parenthood. This is life. We gotta let that shit go in order for us to grow. And hopefully I can tell my sons, you damn right I made mistakes. You gonna make mistakes too. But we need to work together. We need to learn. I need to hear your truth. I need to learn from your truth, so maybe I could become a better person and just grow from that shit. Constructive criticism. Understanding that clarity is how you manifest. When you are in murky ass water, because Scorpio is a water signs deal with our emotions. So if we are dealing with negative emotions, that is us standing in murky ass water and trying to cook dinner. You ever tried to cook dinner with swamp water? You can't fucking do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not eating your rice if you cook it in swamp water. I'm not even eating your rice if you use tap water. I promise you, I won't do it. So as we begin to manifest, if we want to cook dinner tonight, we better be using some spring water. We better be coming through on some clarity. Period. If you feeling bad about something, you need to talk about it, get past it, get over it. Not on a surface level, on some deep ass, okay, I'm past it, I can move past it, I can work past it. I have that realization that it's all an illusion. I'm creating these memories in my mind and I need to let these things go. Very important. Mars square Uranus. We still building energy as Mars begins to go retrograde in his only little piece of land that he has. So we got a week and a half to really build up our energy, build up our ashe. And when we want to build up our energy, we want to build up our energy with no real clear purpose. Of course we want things. Of course we want money and new cars and nice houses and beautiful women and sexual relationships and blah, 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 vacations, blah, blah, blah. Build up ashe for the sake of building up ashe. Build up ashe for the sake of being gratitude for these ancestors fucking with you. These Orishas fucking with you. These guides fucking with you. Build up ashe and say thank you for this insight, because I could have been eating Burger King tonight. I could have been somewhere so lost and so deep if the ancestors wasn't fucking with me. Man, we blow big herbs just to say thank you. Period. The subtleties of creating your reality. See, if you go with this mind state, my nigga, they take care of shit. Cause look at you now. Look how far you done came. That wasn't because of you. I'd have been eating hot Cheetos and pickles and fucking a large Sprite with a smoothie and a slushie and a large pizza. Leave it up to me, I would have been dealing with the most toxic individuals on the planet, never growing, trying to figure out who I can have sex with tonight. I'll wake up with that mentality. Who can I have sex with tonight? Thank you for the ancestors for removing that lust and that stupidity out of my mind as I begin to move forward and begin to heal myself, the masses, moving forward, man. Thank you. Such a powerful word, such a powerful vibration when you into rituals, magic, spells, law of attraction, gratitude. Boom. That simple. That simple. Definitely beat y'all ears up with that astrology, but I knew that was gonna happen. So really get into the root of how we feel and why we feel it and what are we gonna do about why we feel that way. And if you're not feeling positive to the core, then what are you doing to heal yourself? The Seven of Discs presents us a situation, a moment in time, a place that has to be evolved. You have to begin to change, to shift, to turn, to make a whole new life for yourself. Failure. Okay? But when we say failure, this is not to hang your head. This means you're an entrepreneur. That means you're gonna be something. See, the people who never was gonna be shit always succeeded. They never learned through adversity. And when you understand adversity, see, adversity is the only thing that we got in this bitch. Adversity is all we have. See, if we never had a dark day, we wouldn't even appreciate a light day. If we never had a rainy day, we would never appreciate a sunshine day. So adversity is all we have. So when we find ourselves in adversity, we need to say thank you, because somebody cares about your ass. That they're gonna make you stronger, that they're gonna build your character, that they're gonna build your integrity, that you're gonna build something from scratch. Amazing. And so as we progress to the Princess of this, it's like, you know, be fruitful and multiply, be productive. If you're not doing shit, if you're not putting in no work, if you're not saying thank you for who you are, if you're not saying I have value, if you're saying my value is aligned to this relationship, my value is aligned to this job that I got, my value is aligned to this social circle that I'm in, my value is connected to my status, my value is connected to my religious upbringing, my value, fuck out of here, please. My value is in my understanding of self. My value is created by me and for me. And I invite everybody to understand this energy. The Prince of Wands speaks to understanding that if you have animalistic energy, say for instance, you're extra horny and you want to have a lot of sex. I'm just keeping it real with you. You want to indulge in sexual activities. Well, that just means that you need to deal with that energy and raise that energy up and build that energy and raise it up through your chakras and allow it to guide you through life. Because say for instance, you are going to have this sex. You have it. It'll be good. It might be bad. It'll be what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be fucking over. So it's important that you build this energy up to do something worthwhile, do something meaningful with it. Sex is only gonna last 20 minutes, an hour if you're fucking lucky. So all of this plays into part the subtleties of creating your reality. See, we have the mind and the mental capacity to do great things. What has fucked me up in my lifetime is my sexual energy and investing it in bad property. Not getting any return on my investment. And until I begin to sow my oats, I don't mean to sound crass, but it's just how it's showing up. Until I sowed my oats into fertile land, I wasn't, I got fruits from that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I got fruits from dealing with dharma as opposed to dealing with karma. And so being aligned to my energy and raising it, and also understanding that it shouldn't consume me, it shouldn't drive me, I shouldn't even factor it in and really focus. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy process, but it definitely works. It definitely helped. I'm definitely here in this space where I'm not led by my sexual instinctual energy. I'm guided. Ooh. That's deeper than I even expected it to be. And so as we move down to the moon, we still dealing with our fears, baby. We all up in our fears, all up in our fears face. Like, hey, how you doing? My name's Shaniqua. Nice to meet you. You know, like really looking face to face, because we realize if we here today, 2018, we can look to the left, to the right, and see people suffering. So either you want to suffer like them or you want to face your fears and come out of it. And so as you begin to face your fears, you'll build a foundation of, okay, I've understood this process. I realized that life ain't about sugar dumplings, ice cream, blue jeans, pizza, you know, all the good things, fat asses, trips to Mexico. Like, there has to be some fear facing, there has to be some adversity, and then you reach the supreme point of life, which is love, and you get the lovers, and you have the black baby with the white baby, the black woman with the white man, and everybody's together. And so we're just understanding that this is symbolic for understanding that all of your negative and your positive energy comes together. You understand everything there is to know about yourself. This is how you love yourself. You don't love yourself because you're perfect. You love yourself because you're flawed. Because you have hella flaws. And those flaws do not stop you from loving yourself. Me, I got hella flaws, but the love that I have for myself is supreme. And so, peace to the family. I love doing this. I love y'all. I love the support. I love the just much gratitude to everybody that's on the live, for real, because this was bigger than me. Definitely bigger than me. This was for whoever was listening to this and got some value of it. If you really did get some value for it, you owe it to yourself to re-listen to it, take notes, and feel where you can apply some of these messages into your life. Mainly the clarity piece. Being clear is very important. Being mindful, going out into nature, dealing with some water today. Do your best to be your best. I don't know where this shit is coming from. But I need to start making some goddamn t-shirts or something, man. I'm gonna go begin my day. Peace to the family. Peace to all the souls. You guys know where to find me at hoodmystic@gmail.com. Once again, we do work for tips, so that's paypal.me/TheHoodMystic. Hoodmystic 38 is the Cash App. I'm so moved and so heart is so open right now. I just want to say thank you, and if you have anything to say to me, please hit me up. Please comment on this video. Please share. Sharing is caring. So if you care about me, you can't donate to this channel because you don't have any money. I fully understand that. Share the video. Appreciate that. Peace to the family. Love you.